Alright, good afternoon class. So, for the second part of this video, let's continue with letter C. Like I mentioned before, in order to answer the different questions, you have to go back to your reading, and the really cool part here is that each question tells you where to find the answer. For example, number 1, relating to the language you grew up speaking, paragraph 1. Where it says paragraph 1, that's where you can go ahead and look for the answer. Alright, so once again, let me show you your reading, which is right here. Of course, if you have your book, you know that this goes all the way up here, and you're starting with the paragraph that says being bilingual, okay? And it finishes right here. Now, the next exercise we're not going to do because it says talk about it with your classmates. So we're going to go ahead and skip it. And we're going to take a look at number 4. Number 4 says question form. All you have to do is read the sentences, number 1 through 6, and answer the questions. Now, let's not forget how we answer questions. I want you guys answering this in a complete sentence. Let's take a look at number 1. Do you speak other languages? I don't want answers that are short. I don't want you guys to answer saying, yes, I do, or no, I don't. I want a complete sentence. For example, do you speak other languages? Yes, I do. I speak Spanish as my first language, and I speak English as my second language. Don't forget you are in a B1 course. That means we are not using basic English anymore. Okay? Now let's continue and let's take a look at number 5. Number 5 says put the correct words in order to make questions. Don't forget what I mentioned in class. Not because you guys have a question mark at the end of a sentence makes it a question. You need to follow the grammatic rule for questions, okay? Now, like I said, you guys need a notebook for all these types of exercises, and as soon as we get back to class, I'm going to go ahead and check that out. If you take a look at letter B, it says choose 3 of the questions to ask other students. We're going to skip that also. And we're going to start with the speaking. Now, it says write 4 dates, 4 names, and 4 places are important to you. Right here in this example, it says 7 May 2008, my son was born. Don't forget that in English, we usually use this form backwards. You would say on May 7th, the month would go first and your date would be next. So on May 7th, 2008, my son was born. Names, you would write the name of your son, and place, tell me where. He was born in Fairfax County in Virginia. This is just a random example. Now, if you turn to your next page, we would finish lesson 1.1 with our writing. Remember at the beginning, I told you guys that you guys are going to learn how to write formal and informal emails. So we don't spend a lot of time right here. I'm going to go ahead and send you guys a different video explaining what formal and informal emails are and where and with who we can use them. But right here it says, when would you write a letter or an email to introduce yourself? When could you use that? Don't forget that when you're writing emails, if they're formal, you're usually doing it for like your job or someone you don't know. Informal are your friends, your family, anybody that you do have a more personal connection with. Okay? Don't forget that if you have any questions, go ahead and send me a message.